Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. With Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified of all the fishing content coming your way. Friedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
Hey, good Tuesday morning, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. It's kind of a foggy morning, but the sun is starting to break through the clouds. I can feel the warmth already. It's going to be another beautiful day. What a fun time we had yesterday fishing with the guys from Life Like Plastics right next to 22nd Street Landing. Caught some sand bass, some spotted bay bass. Did we catch a calico? I don't think we did, but we had a great time, and you'll learn more about how to use those baits at the end of the morning briefing. I put together a little 4-minute segment on how to fish their baits, how to catch more bass inside the harbors and bays. That was a lot of fun. 2 live shows yesterday that are archived for you now. Of course, the Danny Cadota Show with our special guest, Big Daddy Todd Woods, who has a very special event coming up this weekend. I highly recommend you check that out. And then the Tackle Shop Confession Show with Sam De La Torre, and also Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods with a huge raffle. Check that out also. I know you're going to enjoy that. Big stuff going on. Let me tell you, the morning briefing's got a lot of great fishing. Our Bluefin Tuna are back on the bite again. We're seeing some outstanding fishing with regard to that. And the Amigo cranks another huge day on white Seabass in September. Unheard of, and they just keep doing it over and over and over again. Good long-range fishing. We'll check out all the way up north to San Francisco. Albacore chewing the paint off the boat up there in Westport, Washington. And the Tootsie Report says we still have some really nice warm water in here, as I can hear foghorns blowing in the background. All right, you know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. So good. And what a great way to start my day with you all here in this beautiful Eastern Pacific that we're all so blessed to have. If you don't mind, hit that like button, share these videos everywhere. Make sure you subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. And you can also follow us. Oh yeah, tick that rotten, filthy, deplorable, disgusting, smelly little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. We're also over there on Facebook, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Hey, really great to be with you, and what a gorgeous morning. We do have a tropical storm. Now, don't get carried away. Every time, you'll mention there's a tropical storm, people are like, do I need to go buy more water, and do I need to not go outside? It's not like that, okay? We might get some thunders, showers, and thunderstorms coming up here in the next day or so. It sounds like most of that in Southern California. You get a little rain on Wednesday evening from Tropical Storm Mario. Just wanted to mention that. All right, tons of great stuff going on. Don't forget, we've got a trip leaving Tuesday night on September the 23rd out of C4 Sword Fishing. Only 2 spots available on that. The bluefin are biting. The weather's great. It's been phenomenal. If you want to get on that or our Amigo trip, which is coming up on the 5th of October, leaving from 22nd Street Landing, Apollo leaving from Seaforth in San Diego, just send me a text right now and grab those last two spots, 657-227-6459. All right, let's start south of the border and talk about what's going on down there at Cedros Island. Great yellowtail action has been the rule down there, and that is continuing down there in that neck of the woods. We're also seeing some occasional flurries of white sea bass and halibut. It's been good and wide open calico bass down there 140 miles south of the border. Of course, you'll run into the lovely little town of St. Quentin, where they continue to catch yellowtail. There's bluefin offshore from them. Not many of the guys have ventured out there, but the guys who have are finding bluefin tuna, a little bit of dorado and yellowfin tuna down in that neck of the woods. Up here around the Ensenada area, well, just a 15-minute drive south of Rosarito. Let's start at Popola because Carlos Cortez Sport Fishing, hammered on the bluefin tuna yesterday. Had some very good bluefin tuna fishing. Carlos also has in his sights easily accessible to the Coronado Islands, where there's been some yellows off and on. Great bass fishing, tons of rockfish. You can really get it done. So that's Carlos doing his thing. Now down in Ensenada, we've seen some incredible barracuda flurries here recently. We told you about It's For Real sport fishing and Louis Prieto putting the wood to the barracuda. There's also a little bit of yellowtail around that neck of the woods. We see yellows at Todos Santos Island, yellows down south at Santo Tomas. May not be wide open every single day, but it's pretty good. And just offshore with nice weather and that full moon out of the picture, their bluefin tuna bite is back on in Ensenada and going very, very well. We're loving every single moment of that long range. It's been a little breezy for the boys down there. Royal Polaris and several other boats have been fishing yellowfin and doing really well on the YFT, no doubt about it. But they have been dealing with a little bit of breezy weather. Overall, the long range scene still very, very good. The Independence just getting down there as we speak. There's good yellowtail fishing. There's good yellowfin tuna fishing. And that windy weather is supposed to get out of the picture here pretty darn soon. So hopefully they'll get back to more of the same. These are 7-8 day trips, and they have been pretty darn good. All right, let's get you up here and start talking about the Southern California bluefin tuna bite, because it has been back on again. It's mostly 10 to 40 pound fish. Every once in a while you get a much bigger one. And to characterize the bite for you, it's like a plunker bite during the daytime. Plunker bite will define as maybe 2-3 fish going. Maybe you get as many as 6 fish going, and then you go dry, and then you get one going. A plunker bite, that's what that is. And that's when you are really working hard, choosing a good hot bait, changing that bait regularly. All of those things really will help you catch more fish. And of course, the tuna riot poppers have been and remain very, very good in terms of catching all kinds of bluefin tuna. Highly recommend, if you see a foamer, you're rolling up on breezing fish, you throw that popper, and again, dead sticking. That means just letting the lure sit there is a really good way to get it done. The really wide open fishing has been taking place during the nighttime hours, and it has been phenomenal. Really, really great fishing at night. That's when it's been rocking and rolling. Let's check these surf fishing guys out and see if they caught anything. They're getting ready to walk by. Good morning. Any fish? You guys catch anything today?
No, not yet.
No? Well, best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Louis.
Louis, good luck. You're on Freeman Adventures, my friend. All right, some surf fishermen. Gonna make a move and see if they can't get going. Let's go back to our bluefin tuna, Ranger 85. Limits of bluefin tuna. New Low-End Aztec. Limits of bluefin tuna. The Searcher with limits of bluefin tuna. The Freedom out of 22nd Street Landing. Limits of bluefin tuna. The Thunderbird out of Davies Locker and Newport Beach. Limits of bluefin tuna. The Lexi had limits of bluefin tuna. Man, can it get any better than it is right now? We're away from the moon. The weather's nice and the fishies are nibbling. It's really good fishing. So keep that in mind and go back and watch the short that we put out with Max Nui if you want to know how to fish the iron, those jigs at night. You know, something like 180 gram jig has been working perfectly. You're getting bit sometimes at 100 feet. Pay attention to the captain. Listen to what he tells you, when to drop and how deep. And man, you can't go wrong right now. It's really good. It's wide open. Again, most of the fish 10 to 40 pounds, and that gives you, you know, some options. If you limit out early on these trips and you're on a 2-day trip like we're going to be on the Apollo, leaving September the 23rd out of Seaforth, man, you can go looking for big yellows, sea bass, calico bass, rockfish. Man, it gives you all kinds of great options. So we are excited about all of that, and some really excellent fishing going on. And let me get you up to date on our dear friend Jeff Lingle. I kind of hung on a little bit because he was going inshore to fish white sea bass. I wanted to see how he's doing. First of all, Jeff is fishing down 140 miles south of the border, down around San Quintin, but offshore. Had some excellent bluefin tuna fishing with limits of bluefin tuna last night, including an 85-pound fish and an 80-pound bluefin tuna. Most of them, he said, were in the 35 to 50-pound class. And here this morning, Jeff's got 3 white sea bass on the boat to 15 pounds. He said most of them are small, but they're getting a very good signal. And of course, Jeff so often is right here in the live chat during the morning briefing premiere. Hopefully, he's going to tell us he's got even more. All right, back to the report. Coronado Islands. Let's talk islands right now. A little bit of yellowtail there. Yesterday, the San Diego had a darn good day with 16 yellowtail. Nice hit for them. Over there on the Sea Watch, they had only 1 yellowtail. It's been a little bit down, but now that we have the boat pressure off of there, the weekend boat pressure, we're starting to catch a few more fish. Hardly wide open for yellowtail at the Coronado Islands, but there's a lot of rockfish, calico bass, that kind of stuff to fill in. San Clemente Island, great calico bass fishing. It's been really, really good on the calicos, and there's still a chance at some big fish. And I'm talking mostly yellowtail, but some sea bass and also some halibut in there. So that's pretty good also. Catalina Island, we see a real mix of fish. There's some barracuda, there's some bonito, there's some really good calico bass fishing. Lately, it's been great rock fishing. The El Patron out of Long Beach Fort fishing, limiting out on the rockfish on their most recent trip. Great stuff there. There's a few yellowtail bouncing around. You got to be prepared for all of that at Catalina Island. Not wide open, scratching at all those species besides the rockfish. And remember, when you get into those calico bass bite, yes, I know you've heard it a million times, so drop your fluorocarbon down to 12, 15 pound, and you'll get bit up all day long. Up there in several other islands, Santa Barbara, and north of there, we continue to see some good white sea bass flurries, and this time it was the Amigo. What a trip, day and a half, the Amigo, over and over and over again. They have been cranking big numbers of sea bass. Day and a half trip on board the Amigo. 2 halibut, 48 white sea bass. It can't get any better than that. 3 fish limits of WSB. They just keep doing a great job. The Amigo 22nd Street Landing, Friedman Adventures, October the 5th, 657-227-6459. If you want to join us, man, I would be all over it if we were able to catch some bluefin and then get into that sea bass. That would be so much fun. Nice hit for them. We go up to the Channel Islands, and we've seen some big sea bass scores up there here recently also. It's a little bit up and down. One day you'll get them, one day you won't. But there's been some great ones, like the new Hustler the other day out of Cisco Sport Fishing in Oxnard. Previous to that, we've seen the Mirage come up with several good days. And also the Endeavor has been all over. So really, really good stuff up there. Plenty of rockfish, some pretty good coastal bass fishing in that area also. We've seen the Gentleman doing that. And don't forget about the halibut special on board the Island Spirit tomorrow. That's Wednesday. They leave a little bit earlier at 6 a.m. Captain Daniel Hadaway always does a fantastic job, and you're going to get a shot at those fish. Go to VenturaSportFishing.com to book, or if you prefer, you can give them a call at 805-676-3474. Get on the Island Spirit tomorrow. Lots of Freeman Adventure family members will be on that trip. They love fishing the Island Spirit. Probably going to crank a big halibut day. I'm putting the pressure on Daniel now, but I just like the way everything sets up. We've seen some good halibut fishing. We've got great weather. Everything seems to be aligning perfectly for that great trip. Highly recommend you do that. Up there, Santa Barbara, Rockfish, Avila Beach, Morro Bay. More great rock fishing. Excellent fishing going on in San Francisco. Inside, we got striped bass and halibut. Outside, we got lings and rockfish and the occasional albacore. We've seen albacore in Half Moon Bay. And then up there, Westport, Washington, we see full speed albacore fishing on the Matador out of deep sea charters. Deep sea charters putting the wood to them. Also, don't forget, if you'd like to jump on a great 4-pack here in Huntington Beach, California, it is full spectrum sport fishing with our friend Woody. He does such a great job. You'll have so much fun. You'll catch all kinds of bass, and who knows what else. Woody is open to doing what it is that you want to do. If you want to take a kid fishing, I highly recommend you jump on board with them. All right, so let's talk about our 1/2 and 3/4 day stuff, and it's mostly rockfish right now. There's an occasional bass bite going on also. Really beautiful morning here down in San Diego. We see the dolphin catching a variety of different rockfish, sheephead, that kind of thing. A little bit of bass. A lot of bass being released up there around Dana Wharf, sport fishing. We certainly have seen that. Same thing here off Huntington Beach in San Pedro. We're seeing mostly rockfish and sculpin, but the Victory had 36 nice barracuda yesterday. The native son has been catching halibut and bass, and man, they've been doing really well. Seeing some local yellowtail around the Monte Carlo with mostly sculpin and rockfish out of 22nd Street, but the occasional hit also on the calico bass. When it bites, it's been pretty good. Again, drop that fluoro down, and you'll do so much better out there in the Redondo Beach and Marina Del Rey area. A lot of rockfish right now, occasional bass, not all that great up there in the Channel Islands. We mentioned to you the Gentleman and several other coastal fishing rigs have been doing pretty well in that area. Nothing wrong with that. Southern California surf fishing, well, you saw those guys didn't have anything. We look up this way to Big Fish Bait and Tackle and remind you all, right there in the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway, they got all the bait and tackle you'll need to make for a successful day, not only in the surf, but offshore. They've got it all for you. You can have so much fun down there around Huntington Beach. Still some Corbina being taken down there. Nice big Corbina. It seems like this year here at the tower, we've seen a few spot fin croaker, a little bit of yellowfin croaker, some smaller barred perch, occasional halibut. Same thing here in Surfside, basically the same zone. And then we get you up to Long Beach, occasional halibut, some pretty good yellowfin croaker fishing. Santa Monica Bay, man, that's been the place for the Corbina this year, and it's still good around the Topaz Rock Jetty. There's been a lot of kelp in there here the last 24 hours, but you know, you're fishing really short water when you're fishing for those Corbina. So you can just make a short cast. They're right there in that short water, a foot of water, 2 feet of water, 3 feet of water. You can definitely cast too far and cast beyond the Corbina. El Segundo, El Porto, really good fishing there in that area. We've seen some outstanding fishing, no question about that. Don't go anywhere. If you haven't seen our little outing yesterday, the dog, yours truly, the guys from Life Like Plastics, it's coming up right at the end of the credit roll. And once again, I can't thank you all for taking time to spend some time with us here on the morning briefing. We always love having you along with us. There's a lot of breaking news, I'm hoping, later today. And if anything breaks in sport fishing, Friedman Adventures will be the first to have it for each and every one of you. Take care. Have a great Tuesday. And I hope to see you really, really soon. Some exciting news for everybody. We're going fishing here around San Pedro, California with the boys from Life Like Plastics. That's Ronnie and Greg. Hey boys, what's going on? Are you guys excited?
What's happening, Phil?
I can't wait, Ronnie, Greg. Man, you guys are all rigged up and everything. This is going to be good. This reminds me of the Mike Gardner days.
Yeah, it's kind of, sort of like that, huh?
And the dog will be joining us also today. So here we go. Come along for the adventure, everybody. We want to see if this is going to be good. Greg's going to try to get off the boat. Here we go. Look at Ronnie expertly gets him in here.
Yeah.
Not quite, though. There's still a chance for a fail.
There we go.
Unfortunately,
Right back.
no excitement. All right, everybody. We've traveled about 3 minutes from 22nd Street Landing. We are fishing right now. We'll let you know if they start biting. Life Like Plastics. We're throwing them right now. Ronnie, Greg, and the dog. All right, Greg, what are we using here?
Right here, I've got a 3/8 ounce neck breaker paired with a hand pour that I made yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a test bait. It's a 4-inch bait tank series shad. It's kind of just I tried to make something just to like mimic the, you know, the little bait fish you see around the boat docks.
Yeah, right.
On jets.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it works. Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna make a cast. Then I want to see the retrieval. How do you work that
I
bait?
just roll this back really slow. I mean, getting kind of far away from the shore now, but
Yeah.
just throw it out.
Okay.
Let it sit. Click it. I just slow roll it, and I'll just drop it. I'll click the reel out of gear, and just because to adjust for the water.
Point your rod tip down, and is that the retrieve right there?
Yeah, just slow.
Okay.
This is why I fish these.
Yeah. Fishing around these pilings. This is prime bass territory. Spotted bay bass, sand bass, calico bass, maybe even a halibut. We are right where we want to be for a good bass. Ronnie! We got a bass here. Man, we haven't been fishing very long. A little one. That's okay. Let's see that jig in there.
On green belly shad.
Green belly shad to the rescue.
Look at the red eye.
Beautiful. Nice. Ronnie's on. Another sand bass. We're on again. Heck yeah, we do. What do you got, Ronnie? Oh, nice spotty. Check it out.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Green belly shad spotty.
Yep.
Green belly shad spotty. Let's see that gorgeous fish. Nice going, Ronnie. Man, I wish we had more time today because we're catching them.
They're so feisty.
Yeah.
Let's
That's a
go.
little chunk.
Heck yeah, that's beautiful.
Green belly shad. Quarterhouse neck breaker.
Right, Greg's on.
Yeah, a little sand.
Look at that. Little sand bass.
A little dinky.
That's all right, man. It's way too much fun doing this.
See,
They're
bud?
biting. This could be a good one. What do we got?
That's a little better.
There it is, sand bass. Nice sand bass.
They pull us out.
Very nice.
Choked it.
Ronnie, what bait is that?
That's Calico Special.
Calico Special.
Calico Candy. There you
Calico Candy. I like that even better. All right, let's see that. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice going, boys.
go. Got smoked.
The other day, my daughter was fishing a little fishy like that.
Yeah.
Like a 4-inch. She
Yeah.
caught 22-inch white sea bass.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Hey,
I don't want to go swimming right
I
now.
appreciate you, brother. Hey, really nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
Jay, nice meeting you.
as well.
Pleasure.
Friedman Outdoors, baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Freeman Adventures.
Friedman Adventures
Shop
and
Shop
Life Like
Confessions every
Classics.
Monday night.
What's that?
Life like
Shop Shop
classics.
Confessions.
All right.
Spotty, man. That's going. The dog with a spotty. Nice one, dog.
There you go, buddy.
You did it. Ryan Anthony. Life like plastic spotted bay bass. Beautiful.
Destroyed.
That's a gorgeous fish, man.
Definitely gonna have to put a new one on.
All right.
Woo!